Welcome to Excel Basics Series video number 17. Hey, if you want to download this workbook and follow along, click on my YouTube channel, then click on my college website link, and you can download the workbook, Excel Basics. And we got to talk about page setup. Very important, because we like to print things out sometimes. First thing about page setup, we have a little payroll table here, and you just want to look at the columns. Are they wide enough? That one's not, so I could double click right there. By the way, that's a fence they put up that says, hey, you're squishing me, so you got to give enough room. Also here you can see that word isn't readable, so we'll double click there. Another thing you might want to do is if you have some room to spare, you can highlight all of the columns and make them all the same width just to add some uniformity. The way you do that is highlight all of them and then just select the biggest one and click and drag just a little bit, and they're all the exact same size. Now let's go and look and see what this looks like. We could go to the orb, print, and then print preview. I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut. Works in both 2003 and 7. Control F2. Control F2. You can see our print preview. It's up in the corner. Maybe we can make it a little bit bigger. Add some headers and footers. I'm going to click this print preview and escape. Get you out of print preview. And now we want to go to page setup. In 2003, you have to go to File and then Page Setup. The Alt keyboard shortcut is Alt FU. In 2007, you have to go to Page Layout and then right here to launch the page setup. Now I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Alt, and we have to go to P in 2003 and then SP. So Alt PSP. And there you go, page setup. There's 4 tabs. Page, do we want portrait or landscape? For us, it makes sense to have it portrait. Adjust, we could actually increase the size to 120 if we wanted to. Margins, you can set them the top, the bottom, the left and right, and the headers and footers. But pretty much 90% of the things I've ever printed out, I just say click horizontally. Vertically would make it look funny with a table this small. And then we'll go to headers and footers. Now here's totally something amazing. Just like we have formulas that are linked to cells, you can have your headers and footers linked and show the file name or the sheet tab name. I'm going to click Custom Footer. Actually, why don't we close that, cancel, and we'll see there's the header, and that's a preview there. There's nothing in the footer. You can actually click the drop down, and there's a nice built-in one, page 1 of 1, 1 of question mark. That's if you have more than 1 pages, which we will in just by the time we get to the end of this video. Custom Footer. You can see you put it right in the middle, and that's the code for 1 of 10, 2 of 10, 3 of 10, 4 of 10. Now, that you can format the text. That'll put the page number. That'll put the total number of pages. That's the date. There's the time. There's the file path name. There's the workbook name. There's the sheet tab. I'm going to click over here and click on the workbook. And then I'm going to type a space dash space and then click on the sheet tab. Now ours should say page setup and Excel basics, but what if you had week 1, week 2, week 3 as your sheet tab names and say Excel basics instead of the workbook name, say maybe it said payroll, right? So that would be a great way to link the file name and especially the sheet tab name. Then I'll click over here and you could just type something. You could type your name here, whatever you want. I'm going to put the date and then click OK. And we'll come back and look at this one in just a moment. Click OK. Now let's go look. Control F2. Hey, that looks a lot better already. Maybe it could be a little bit bigger. There it is. If you click down here, you can see it has the name, workbook name, and the sheet tab name. And if you change the sheet tab or the workbook name, that updates. Page 1 of 1. And then sure enough the date. I'm going to click escape. Now I want to do a little trickery here. I want to make this really big. I'm just going to copy this down here and then we'll run into trouble and we'll see how to solve this. Let's make it even a little bit bigger than that. Now let's go and look. Control F2. I'm going to click once to make it small. Oh, so that first page looks okay. Our labels are at the top. The rest of it's fitting here. Let's go to Next. But this one, look at that. It doesn't have any labels at the top. It's kind of hard to read. I'm going to click Escape, and we will Control F2. I'm sorry. We're not going to. We just looked at print preview. We'll go to Page Setup. Alt PSP, or if you're in 2003, Alt-FU. Sheet. Actually, let's change the margins. Let's go page and say fit. Let's do 125%. Now let's click on this sheet, and there's a great feature here, rows to repeat at top, which is what we want. You click there, and you simply highlight these first two rows. I click the 1 and the 2 and drag down. Now it'll repeat these at the top of each page. You can also do it for columns. And there's some other things that are possible here. You can even determine how to print it out. Down and then over, or over and then down. We'll say down. Well, it doesn't matter because we don't have anything to the right. I'm going to click OK. And now Control F2 for page setup. Looks like our label's at the top. We have our page. Oh, now it says page 1 of 2. And let's go to next. And sure enough, it got the labels at the top, and it says 2 of 2 down here. Let's do one more test. I'm going to click Escape. Then I'm going to double click this and type week 1. That would be our paywall, and enter. Now I'm going to Control F2 to go to page setup, and sure enough, we can see how the label there is linked to our sheet tab name. I'm going to click Escape. All right, that's the ever important page setup. All right, and as always, you can always go to the YouTube Excel is Fun site here, and on the left you scroll down. Sure enough, there's a link to my college website. There's the workbooks for this video series, a free book that you can print out, 144 pages of written Excel basics, and then all the other workbooks that you might need to watch the videos at Excel is Fun. And there is the direct link. See you next video.